the talkies changed. Anyway, who wants to give me the recap?
Yes. I'll give a recap.
Yes! Ghost Took!
All right.
So, we fought the Shard of Agamemnon. It was quite the fierce and drawn-out battle. We've successfully... Boldrum and Took successfully clashed with him, just overwhelming him, and managed to seal one of his abilities. Made the fight a bit easier. However, the second clash made by, I believe, Holdan and Moony.
It's me.
Yeah. They unfortunately failed the clash. And ended up killing. Well, the Shard of Agamemnon ended up killing Took in front of Holdan. That was very, very unfortunate. However, the fight had to go on, and so everyone just managed to beat down this Shard of Agamemnon, and eventually won at great cost.
Okay, inspiration for you, buddy.
Also, I'm in Superstars map.
Oh, you guys on the wrong map? Here, let me pull everybody to it. Should have auto-pulled you guys, but...
No, the tits! No! Oh, wow. Gosh, I forgot all about this. Yeah, look at this.
Alright. And so, the aftermath of the battle has faded. Dust has settled, and the Shard of Agamemnon has, it would seem, been defeated and dispersed. What would you guys like to do next?
Can you unpause us? Thanks. Oh, wait. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Hey! Hey!
Old man.
What the hell were you doing?
Step aside.
Hey! What the hell were you doing, demon shit? She'll grab him.
He will resist.
Athletics.
Or roll off? Yeah.
Coffee, do something. I don't... Took. Zu'el.
Hey.
Moony will lift up Boldrum by the shoulders.
The hell were you think you were doing? She'll shake him around.
I cannot seem to get off the roof.
There you go.
Thank you. All right, Holden, do me a favor. Gather Zu'el and Taz.
Who?
Took.
It's a weird other name you said.
Yeah. It's really, really peculiar. If you could just grab them together. Boldrum, could you make sure Moony doesn't fall over?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to Maria. I did something regrettable, and I will pay for it. But for now, there is more important things than you.
What's important is you got 2 killed. You almost made me kill Coffee. The hell were you thinking?
I regret getting him killed, Moony. I will see it repaid.
What about the rest of us?
Later.
She'll give him a toss. Go fix him. You did this.
I look over at Took.
Blackstone.
Need to do something that hurt. Took.
We'll tend to the hurt, get the injured together. Moony, that includes you. Where's the shield maiden?
Her rush from being an edgewalker starts to fade. She just sits down abruptly. Oh, Guys, I think I need to take a nap.
Could you patch Zu'el? Holdan, with me. I need you to get Moony onto her feet and over here.
Jax will look
Lie on
over.
her feet. I just pick her up.
She gets princess carried by a man smaller than her.
Ugh.
Yes, it's still entertaining.
My God.
Blep.
I use my healer's kit on Zu'el. You're not dead yet, old man. At least I can save you.
Zu'el awakens.
Moony, I don't think you want to be on the lantern.
She just lays wherever Holden put her.
I put her over here.
That's
Next to Took and Zu'el. Next to her favorite two people.
She'll snuggle in with her orc buddies.
I'm guessing
Alright.
you killed the fucking thing.
Yes. Alright, if you guys can gather around, I might have something to help alleviate some of the badness in the situation.
But Took, about him.
Shield Maiden, could I have you stabilize Took's head? Go on.
You're probably muted, Arcadum.
Are you speaking to Barahina right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she uses the shield. I think that's why he's confused.
Also, she has.
To be fair, I don't think Coffee got to get introduced like name, so that's why it's like, okay, you are a warrior, so Shield Maiden, warrior, that's the default response.
Unfortunately, I don't think she has any way to heal him. Let me look here.
I'm not asking you to heal him, I'm asking you to stabilize his head.
Lap pillow.
Oh, okay. She'll just grab his hair and lift his head up.
Moony will close her eyes and put her head on his shins.
Could you not pull his hair? Just cradle the
He
head.
doesn't have that.
All right, she will do that.
Thank you. Alright. So Coffee will fish through her armor and pull out the elixir of life. And look warily. If I consume this, is that going to resurrect the damn demon too?
No, because he is banished when he's destroyed.
But he,
Oh, thank God.
That would be an LOL situation.
this is why we ask questions before we do stupid things.
It might say creatures. Might not say allies. That's a good question to ask.
Well, it does. Excuse me a moment here. Actually, revives recently deceased. So technically, we did recently kill a demon. So, yay! All right, let's hope this works.
That's not the revised one. That's the old text.
No.
All right, so you use the elixir of life. That will restore everyone to full hit points. And Took, I have wonderful news.
Ooh.
You awaken.
Oi.
Oh! Took!
Took.
She'll crawl up his
Oh.
body and like look at him straight down. Hey!
So what happened?
She'll open one eye
Right.
real big and look at his eye. What's your name?
Hmm.
You remember your name?
Well, yes, my name's Took.
What's your last name?
Noren.
Okay.
Well, I ain't never seen anyone
It's
brought
him.
back from the dead before. You were
Astonishing.
dead.
So
We lost you
Dead?
to the demon lad.
She'll crawl back and sit down so she's not hovering over him.
But don't
Wait,
worry, Moony avenged you.
are you suggesting I died?
You died,
Yes.
Duke.
Took,
You
I hate
died
to do
saving
this to you.
Boldrum.
but I'm gonna need you to get the hell up and help seal the demon circle. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can take a look at it.
Okay. If you could, miss, please help him to his feet. Let's get the show on the road. That is our priority.
Barahina will lift up Took and will place him on his feet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look, Duke, we killed him for you. He's over there. I cut his head off just for you.
She'll step to the side and let you do your weird nerd work.
Zu'el, why are you in the circle?
So Zu'el will pull out the obsidian black hand statue that you got made and place it in the center. And then he'll get down on both knees and start to meditate. And he will call out to his lord.
Farina, this looks terrible. I don't like what's happening.
Lord Hand, we have defeated an aspect, I guess, of this Agamemnon. The seal was broken, and I don't know how to fix it. Do you have any wisdom that you can grant?
Hands don't have brains.
All right. Farahina will agree with Moony that this doesn't look good. As you finish your prayer towards the Black Hand, you'll see the statue that you've placed in the center start to slip below the earth.
What's that doing?
Till eventually, it melts beneath it, out of sight.
So,
Duke, I'm gonna need you to do what you can to figure out how to stop this in case that didn't work. Zu'el, could you please evacuate the circle?
He'll get up.
All right, then.
I made that for you. Now it's gone.
Let's take a look at this.
Do you think
Get that back.
your entity is working to seal it? Or did the entity who's responsible for the circle perhaps consume it?
All you know is that the Black Hand is present. How, you cannot say.
That's...
Alright, Took. And what are you trying to do? Seal it?
Yeah, pretty much seal it.
Okay.
Safe way to seal it.
Do you need aid with that at all?
Okay, as Took begins to slowly mark out different places of the circle, make changes, carefully, methodically, weakening it so that the circle might be fully removed, he will start to notice that his work is made easier by the presence, the energy of the Black Hand statue given by Zu'el. Whatever this other force is, you presume it's the Black Hand, is assisting Took and to seal this terrible ritual. Finally, the earth is closed, and the energy of the ritual has resealed itself. But without a doubt, Took, you know that you've basically put a band-aid on a bleeding open wound. Whatever presence that this Agamemnon had here, it has escaped. Damage has been done. Perhaps irrecoverably.
This
Is
is
that all?
damage has been done. This can't be fully sealed, but I've done what I can.
Okay. We'll notify Lord Ty then. Maybe other hunters can help.
Well, Moony stomps back over. It's later, Boldrum. What the hell were you doing?
I suppose you're right. He pulls out his hand that's marred and disfigured and covered in shards of a broken sword. I made a mistake that Took paid for with his life, and for that I am truly sorry, Took. That is something I could never really repay, but I will do what I can to make it right. He pulls out the coin with the other hand, spoke with my lord Astaroth, and he told me to seek strength, for my people, for myself. But I was not patient, and I wielded a weapon that I asked my brother Holdan to make that I truly was not prepared for, and I did not fully understand the cost of such an action.
Weapon? What weapon?
It was a longsword of infernal steel.
What'd you make him?
I spoke with the Onimetsu at the encampment, and he told me that they use Akuma metal to fight demons, and in my hubris I thought that I could wield such power for myself. I was wrong.
So you weren't kidnapped by a demon?
No, it took my mind and brought me to this place, and I
Hey,
thought...
Hang on, y'all made a sword out of metal from the hills?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Vale said
And
explicitly not
you didn't-
to use infernal steel.
You didn't tell anybody you were doing this?
I told Boldrum, he asked.
I told Holdan.
You didn't tell the rest of us.
She'll cross her arms.
I mean, it's been like 3 weeks since then.
I was going to inform you all once I had wielded it, but I did not expect what was going to happen occurred. It was an error in judgment, and for that I am sorry.
Also, to be fair, Vale also said not to sell any of the demon stuff, and me and Tug did that last time too.
Moony
What?
will shoot Coffee an incredulous look.
Boldrum, remind me, where are you from?
Demon's Deep. Moony.
Yeah, your people and my people for hundreds of years, we have sacrificed to keep those things back.
I know. I told this to
And you
Oni.
thought the wisdom of our people was what? Lesser than this man we just met?
We have been losing for hundreds of years, thousands of lives, centuries of history. What do we have? Such little left. If I can find just an ounce to give us an edge to claw back from the brink, I will seek it out.
Why are you doing it by yourself?
That was my error, Moony. That.
Technically, he didn't.
I noticed.
Alright, then why the two of you conspiring together without us? I signed a damn contract to be part of this group.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, it's not like anyone ever asks what I'm making most of the time. What goes on in the forge, no one really asks about.
So what, you thought you'd just be doing some nefarious things in there?
I don't know what's nefarious about it.
Well,
Stuff's been sitting in the corner of
She'll
our
gesture
cave
over
for-
here.
Well, yes. Now it seems that way. But that stuff's been sitting in the forge for literally, like, half a year.
Months.
You didn't think
So,
to do research on the material before implementing it.
I
from
did.
what I've seen,
You
figure out
have
what it can
a
do.
demon hunter in our party that you could have been working with to analyze whether or not this could be a possible thing to utilize. Where was this individual that you spoke with that encouraged this? Why wasn't he made purview in the forge during the process?
they didn't ask? Question mark? Looks to Boldrum.
I asked Onisei about using the Akuma metal, and he told me his people do, but with the assistance of their local kami and other yokai. I did not have such utilities. But we did do research on the metal, and it pulls up his arm. It cursed me with its corruption. That much I was certain. This possession I was not aware of.
I believe it's the type of demonic corruption that is different. This demon is a Lord class creature of the hells.
Lower class?
Hmm?
I don't know what that means, Took. What does that mean?
A lord. He is.
Lord.
Yes, he is one of the strongest demons that we can ever encounter.
Hmm.
I don't believe
Not
anyone.
only did we Fuck with the
Yes.
help. Fucked with one of the strongest ones there.
And a
Well, I
sliver
guess-
of that corruption was put into the sword. And that
Oh.
same corruption most likely possessed Boldrum.
I
I mean, if this was the strongest, I mean, it was annoying, but I mean, it died, so.
You didn't see what came through that circle when when Zu'el exploded in it. There's something more going on, Holden, we don't even know.
Yes. In any case, stay away from demonic corruption.
thank you, Took.
Moony's been pretty cavalier with all their weird, non-orthodox magic use. At this point, though, she'll make the sign of Etheria. There, protect me. I don't know who I'm traveling with at this point.
Weak.
Wait,
What's
you're a
the-
churchy?
I ain't no churchy, but that's why my people are dying. We got an agreement. Strangely. Just like his. Though he seems to have turned his back on his people.
I seek another path.
Barahina will approach and will lock eyes with Boldrum, and then will simply say, "Your clan was Blackstone, yes?"
I do not have the honor of knowing yours, child of the stone.
She will put her weapons away. "I think I've heard enough."
Very well.
She will turn to Took, and then will say, "I must return to Demon's Deep. The Blackstone clan should know that their son has perished."
Moony nods in
But he's
agreement.
right there.
I don't think
What do you
you
mean?
guys understand the
She will
scope of
turn.
what just
She will
happened
turn her
here.
back. "I wish you luck. If ever you need of me, seek me out in Demon's Deep. But I must report to the Thane what has transpired here."
Yes, of course.
Moony will salute her.
Farewell.
Bye-bye. She'll go to mount up Jax. Well,
I mean, is it safe for her to be traveling alone with all this mumbo jumbo going on around here? Or...
She isn't waiting.
Okay.
She's gone.
so what's y'all's plan? Because from what I've seen, making sneaky deals in the dark and awakening nobles from the hills, that ain't what I signed up for. So what y'all gonna do next? Because that's gonna determine what I do.
Well, assuming
Well-
nothing like this happens again, probably just go back to Haikyo, prepare, and go actually deal with the brothers.
I for
Nothing-
one want to further research on this seal. Because this is a bigger problem than the brothers. Let's
I
face
think
it.
it would be good if we got as many notes as possible, so that way we can utilize the resources we have in Haikyuu.
True.
And to
We
do
should
my
at least
point,
inform Onise. He should have
Yes.
resources to send people over.
We need to tell Ty too. Who knows? This might actually become our new priority. This is a lot closer to Haikyo than the brothers are.
That is true. I just worry if there might be anyone else that just stumbles upon this site.
I mean, it was pretty hard getting up here. I don't think normal people are just going to be, stumbling across this place. We
True.
used a flying
True enough.
lion. We used some horses. We had
Oh, look
you
at-
tracking the exposures and stuff.
She'll look at Boldrum. Did he turn away?
Yeah, he's moving over to the steps to sit down.
She'll just call out to him then. Well, Boldrum, is that what we're doing? We gonna fix your mistake? Or are you gonna just keep, seeking power at the cost of lives?
Isn't it already fixed? It's dead.
Moony. I am dead to my people now.
Yep.
I am now a free agent and can do as I please.
Yep. What you gonna do?
I'm going to fix what I made wrong because it is the right thing to do, regardless of who cares.
Excellent. I also agree that's the right thing to do. She'll look down at everyone who called her weak. Well, y'all think I'm weak? Because if you think I'm weak, I'm out of here. That was just plain rude.
Wait, who said that?
Yeah.
You are not
Arm
weak,
wrestled you before.
but your faith is lacking.
Oh, that thing Zu'el said.
Well,
What?
Moony, you are definitely not weak.
I think Zu'el's just
Especially in
jealous
this
of other
battle, you
races.
are one of the... You were needed in this battle.
I know.
I agree with the lad.
Well,
Master, tell her she is also dazzling.
Oh, okay.
Moony magically
you
catches
are-
some of the light coming off of the ritual and shines even brighter.
You are also very bedazzling.
Oh, Moony gets a little distracted. Oh, you really think so? She'll adjust her crown. Wait, I was folks. Hey, Zu'el, you think
What?
I'm weak? I need to hear this.
Do I think you're weak?
Yeah,
Physically,
you said I
no.
was.
Mentally, still being decided.
That's fine by me. I don't even know really what Ajax was.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost on that one, too.
What that means, so. Alright, so we're gonna fix this shit, okay? You just tell me what to do, I'll be right here.
Jax will poop on the ground.
Oh, good boy! She'll slap her. Oh, wait, hey, I killed that thing. Let me go look at it. Where'd it go? She'll look around for a dead body.
It's disappeared.
Where'd it go?
Wait, is that good or bad?
It went back to the hells.
Oh, okay, so good.
Is that what they do?
Usually when you kill a demon, yes.
I mean, he's not wrong. That's what happened to the Kaizen, and that's what happened to the Harkonor.
Is that what we
They
did
kind
to
of just
Duke?
poofed.
We brought him back from somewhere.
No, because his body was still there. That's a different thing.
Duke, do you remember where you went? Did you go to that
That's a
weird
good
dream
question.
place again?
Hey, Arcadum, how did Took to be dead?
Oh, isn't that the great question to ask while he's in the bathroom?
Oh, he's in the bathroom. Okay.
Yep.
Do I remember what happened when I die?
That is
Well,
the
not remember,
question,
but
isn't
like
it?
the feeling. I mean, technically, if there is anything to remember while dead, then yeah.
I'm gonna do this while Arcadum's still in the bloody bathroom, so one sec. Alright, you eat. Big ration. In hands.
Yeah, just right after I see if I can sense if there's any more demons around us.
That's perfectly fine, but you cannot do that on an empty stomach.
Of course I
your strength
can.
back. Really?
He'll sit down and start meditating.
Shall I cup?
It's because we're still in initiative, so it's tracking our movement for an entire round.
Oh,
It'll
thank
go away
you.
once he closes the initiative.
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's why whenever if you start to move, it shows you every place you've been since
That
you
was
started.
driving me crazy
Yeah.
too, watching
Yeah.
you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I've been moving a lot.
Duke.
Wait, can't you just meditate and eat at the same time?
Yep.
No.
That's not how meditation works. Just
Who says
leave the lad
this?
be.
Isn't meditation just going, That's just like going, for some food. You eat some,
Holden.
Mm.
Shut up.
I'm back.
What? Why?
Let me
First
ask
Took's
my
question.
super important question again. Hey, Took, where'd you go when
Yes?
you were dead? Was it just like the demon?
So Arcadum,
Yeah.
does Took have any memories or feelings of being dead?
No. Other than a heavy sleep.
I just felt like I was sleeping quite heavily.
That actually sounds kind of nice. Is that what demons do? They go to sleep somewhere else? Then, oh, is he going
Well,
back?
their bodies disappear. I don't know what they do.
Arcadum,
Yeah.
can I see the shield from here?
No.
Where do I need to go to see the shield?
It's gone. It would take you weeks to search this place to find that shield. And that's me being generous.
Can you end our combat tracker, please?
It is ended. I don't know why it's still there.
It's driving me crazy.
Oh no.
And let me refresh on my side. Maybe that's what it needs.
I'm about to hit 150 feet.
Well, when we switch off this map, like it'll be gone. But
I'm refreshing.
Or maybe it is us that need to refresh.
Moony will take a look at that too. He's meditating, right?
Yeah. I'm
He does that.
Come on, Jack.
activated.
Let's go
All
see.
right. How about now? Is it working?
No.
think
Don't
maybe-
curl up on
Yes,
Jackson's back. Hang on, I'm gonna meditate too.
Hey.
She'll do a battle trance. She's gonna actually specifically look if there's any. How would a warrior do this? This may be too monkish. She's trying to see if there's any imprint from her fight with a Lord of Hell on her moon orc psyche.
You have Arcana trained?
No, she is a Omega animal handling and survival.
Negative. You have no idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna
She'll
try
just try
transferring
to-
you guys to another map. Let's see if that resets
Okay.
everything.
She'll just mimic Took's position then.
Okay. Now let me reload the other map and see if that fixed it. If that doesn't fix it,
Oh, it's gone!
it's gone. All right, good.
It's gone, and I'm free to cast all of my spells. Ah ha ha!
Nice.
There you go. Back to your
Oh, no.
brooding.
you switched
Okay.
too quickly.
What was that?
No.
So I activated Primeval Vibe Check. What's on the radar?
Well, as you use primeval awareness, you will detect that there are animals in the area, as you suspected. There is still a fiendish presence, but it's kind of like residual. Yeah, you don't detect anything that shouldn't be here.
Would I be able to use that to see if there's any demonic stuff coming out of me? Or out of Took?
Yeah, but you don't sense any.
Okay, cool. Well,
What'd your toot tingle tell us?
Oh, is he awake? Oh, Took, do you really think I'm shiny? That makes me so happy.
yes.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that whole I'm shiny?
I mean, yes,
I
you
think
do wear a
we've
lot of
done-
shiny things.
I think we've done all we can do here. Just put a band-aid on it, but hopefully it'll hold until we can figure out how to.
Yeah. I
seal
do
it
still detect
completely
the
or-
fiendish presence, but that's probably just the seal.
Aye.
It's not fully sealed, but it should do until at least Lord Ty might send someone to take a closer look at it.
So, how do we figure out where the thing was that Zu'el's explosion let out? You got any woo-woo that can trace that?
What are you talking about?
Oh, when you did your magic mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. Look. I know you remember Zu'el, because I remember. My actions were not my own, but I could still see. You walked right into that circle and you just exploded.
No, I thought it was like right here, and he was hitting Took.
And I felt it. I know every orc here felt it. The evil the fiends, they increased.
Yes.
So how do we find that? That seems, well, if we're gonna be serious, that seems pretty important.
It very well is.
If anything, it probably channeled that magic back into the seal, increasing
No,
whatever power
it didn't
that
go
it had.
into the seal. It's escaped. Whatever it is.
You know, it's just kind of dawning on me this thing was called a shard. Usually shards get put together to make something bigger.
Yes.
Oh, like
That's
a gem
the-
shard.
So, where are the other ones?
That is a good question.
I mean,
There's
there might
one
be-
here. There must be another 4 more, possibly 5.
Well, there might be
Yes.
one in our outpost on the map.
There
on the
could be
fancy
20.
line.
We don't know.
Can Moony see these statues from where she is?
Mm-hmm.
And they look evil, right?
Yep.
She'll get.
And, what about those things? I ain't never seen anything like that before.
Wait,
Nor
we're not
I,
at the
but
map?
they look powered down.
No, you guys, I moved you back to the place you were.
Well,
Some people, if they were still loading, they wouldn't have got pulled.
yeah.
They had
Yeah,
fully loaded
I'm
the
still
world
at the
map.
map.
Yeah, I'm still on the world map.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yes, the 99% curse.
there.
There we go.
Those statues over there, those sure look, evil.
Yeah, but they're
Devilish.
drained of their magic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
why
who put
would
him there?
Exactly.
Whoever made this ritual or this seal in the first place.
Y'all,
we
can
if
find
looks
more.
evil, that seems important. How can I
It was
help?
used. It was used to contain this shard of this demon.
You want me to go whack off one of
Wait.
those golem heads and bring it over to Loquette?
So
No,
those ones were
don't.
good because they were sealing it?
Yes, they were part to seal the demon.
Oh. Those are good statues.
Yes, those are
Come
in
on.
fact good.
Mally, let's.
Hey, if we fix
I'll
the
f-
statues, will that
I'll f-
get rid of the thing?
I will fly over and I will take a closer look at the statue for any kind of writing.
You don't see writing, but what you do see is that hidden in the statue's visage are several symbols of the Church of the Light, as well as a few other arcane sigils in the Abjuration School. It would seem that these statues, although they look menacing and evil, were simply designed to look that way, and no doubt to scare away those that would investigate this place further. A secondary deterrent in order to keep people away from such a place.
Speaking of other ones, too, maybe we should stop by the geode mine on our way back. And you could use your fancy Took tingle to figure out if there's demon stuff there, because that's where we found the demon steel.
That is true. Yeah.
And we just
You guys found
got our
this?
fancy output post.
I
you
thought
know,
it was
built
because
on
y'all
there.
killed other demons.
Oh no, we've done that too, but they usually come with like weapons and stuff. Except the Kazan. I don't remember. That didn't have anything actually. It just hit people hard.
So this stuff was just laying around.
I
That
went into a
seems-
hole. I was digging around. I found some weird fancy red metal. I was like, And then someone said it was bad, and I was like, okay, but Vale said to take it with us. We put it in the forge. It sat there for 6 months, and now here we are.
So you
Took
felt a
can use this-
temptation.
I mean, Boldrum said he talked to someone about it.
Uh-huh.
If Took can use his fancy Took tingle, then we can go back to the geode mine. I can show him where I found it. And there might be one of these in the geode mine.
Yes, Took.
What did you find out from the statue?
Well, there's a couple of arcane symbols of abjuration magic and a few symbols of something from the Church of Light. But it's mostly just they were used as deterrents, hence the reason they look so menacing.
Is the Church of Light the Church of Materia, or is that something else?
Is
Why
it
call it a Church of Light and not Church of Materia? That sounds like two different things to me.
is it just the Church of Light, or was there any other faction presence on the seals or statue?
Just something from the Church of Light and some other arcane abjuration magics. That's about it.
Arcane and the Church of Light. Could you perhaps take me there so I could take a closer look? It sounds familiar.
What, you don't trust me?
No, I do trust you.
Oh my god, Zu'el, quit being old. Just put him on the line.
Whatever. Come on.
Talking about trust from you, so rich. Go on. Go on, you know you don't like it.
I'll
So wait,
pull
bye-bye.
Took up and take him over.
Holden, I'm so tired of thinking. There's so much thinking around here.
Oh, just
I
do
feel
what I do
slashed
and
up.
don't.
Look, I feel really strong again. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
So-
As you're brought over to the statue, you can make an Arcana check too.
I will aid you.
You know the same thing that I've already described.
Can I make any connection from that to the seals that I saw inside the egg, or when I was in the dream?
That's up to your player intuition if you think they're connected or not. You don't know for certain.
Okay. It was just Church of Light. No other... Well, actually, you said arcane, so... I see. This is odd. This might actually have something to do with what I saw within the dream.
Possibly.
Because I saw once when I was in the dream, trying to mind meld with the egg, using my ability. I've inspected seals upon a great statue, a broken statue,
Mm-hmm.
and the seals were the seals were made by multiple factions, including the church and the druids and other unknown and foreign factions that had a hand in.
So are you saying this shard is somehow related to what you saw in the dream?
I can't say for sure, but it sure does seem very similar.
Well, if that's the case, then that
Wait.
egg or whatever it is has a lot more power than we ever could have imagined.
Yes. It is strange.
Because then it's somehow connected to this Agamemnon.
If it is, then I have to try and attune to it as soon as I can.
No. You would not do that.
We need to find out more. Plus,
And Took, you're talking about attuning to something that has power related to this Agamemnon.
possibly related. We don't know.
Possibly. And if it is, The same thing of what just happened with Boldrum is gonna happen, but worse.
My mind is much more stronger than Boldrum. More stronger than anyone here, really. I can handle this corruption if it is indeed related to to this demon.
I don't care how strong you think you are. If what we just fought was more powerful than anything we fought before, and you want to
Yes.
fight something that is the culmination of it.
Well, it is also a library, memories, information that we could possibly need to defeat it.
Understand that, but melding with it is something that we should not ever do. That's just asking to be corrupted by it, taking over of it. Like, there's other ways to do this, Took.
Like how?
I don't know, but Onisei seemed to think he was able to tap into it without attuning to it.
Well, yes, I will ask for aid from him. Heck, he even told me that he's gonna help me attune to this thing.
I don't think he meant that kind of attuning to it.
Well, whichever the
Because
case,
that would be ridiculous.
whichever the case, it should allow us a lot more insight if I help uncover the secrets behind it.
I'm not going to argue with you, Duke. But just know, if you attune to that thing, and it goes wrong, I will kill you.
That's fine. I've already died once.
Well, here's hoping you don't die a second time. Come on. We'll fly back over.
Oh! Duke, what you see?
Well,
Alright, so to keep things kind of chronological, if you guys want to do your thing over here, go ahead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kapheira.
Blackstone.
I am sorry. I was weak. I was not strong enough to protect Lady Vale when we faced the horrific abomination in the sky. I was not strong enough to protect Zu'el when I was repeatedly tossed aside by that aberrant monster at the Brass Baron's encampment. I was not strong enough to protect Holdan when he was brought to his knees by ravenous trogs. I was not strong enough to protect Took when that vile and malicious demon burned him in my hands. I was afraid when you fell from the sky and almost lost your life to that demon's infernal glaive. I am weak, Kapheira. In my foolish ambition, I broke my word to my people. I need to be stronger to protect them, even if I am dead to them. I want to continue to protect this team, to atone for the evils I have unleashed. And I want to protect you, Kapheira, because I cannot bear the thought of losing you.
Did I need protecting? In this fight?
Not this time.
Have I sought a solution for what we both feared about me falling out of the sky?
You still wear it?
Yes. My point is, with a little patience, and perhaps some planning, you can overcome the things that you were afraid of. Sometimes, plan is a mess. Sometimes, the battle is chaos. Today was a perfect example of that.
I am sorry for not being patient and for not trusting.
Why didn't you come to me about this?
I wanted to seek something else, to seek a path that only my people could learn from, to learn from Astaroth. But I didn't trust others. I sought only self-improvement, much to my hubris, my folly.
Is an army made of one man, or is it made of many?
I wish to be the boulder, the foundation upon which we can turn the tide, but I was foolish, and you are right. I wanted to be the pebble that caused the landslide, but instead, it is for naught.
I do not know if you will do something equally as foolish again. There is no guarantee of that.
You're right. I broke my word once. Who knows how many times I will break it again. I have lost my clan, my home. All I have left is you guys, and you.
A part of me really wants to punch you.
I deserve
But
it.
no matter how much I punch you, your guilt will always strike harder than my fists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still want to punch Took, though.
Be kind to him. He just died.
Be kind to him. He could have learned the magical words of thank you.
True. He's a dense fucker.
Alright, at this point, Took and Zu'el will fly over to Moony and start saying what?
This statue, the writings on it, it seems similar to what I've seen from entering the egg.
What?
I can't be certain. I can't be certain if the two are related.
Holdan, that's your baby.
I was
Your
going to say there
baby's
was a
from
statue inside my baby.
It's from the hills.
Like from the what?
From what?
The hills. You know.
She'll gesture again.
No, that's for where I'm from.
Oh, you mean the seal?
No, the egg.
Huh?
Why does it need to be sealed?
Oh, no, the egg isn't the one that's... Oh, you mean... Okay, yes. What I've seen within the egg, there was this great statue. Apparently it's a prisoner that's sealed. And the sealing magic that was used was made from multiple factions, including the church, the druids, foreign factions, a lot of foreign apostate factions.
Moony will look aghast.
That's weird. The church doesn't really typically like those people.
Well,
Yes.
is that the complete thing? All the shards? The whole thing's inside that egg?
Well, I don't know if it's the same thing, but it is.
Wait, are you
Didn't
saying my
we
head
know-
baby is evil?
We don't know what it is. It could be a part of it, or it could be something that's drawing power from it. We don't know anything.
Took, you told me that those seals were weakening inside that thing.
Yes. The seals within the egg is.
You want to go back
Is-
to maybe not next to this thing, but you want to go back in and see if one's broken.
Well, I mean, I do want to go back to Haikyuu to attune to this egg and find its secrets.
You want to attune to the thing holding Agamemnon. I don't even like saying his name. She'll shudder. You want to attune to the thing holding that awful creature.
Well, I don't know if
this
it's.
thing's in my baby.
I don't know if it's directly related to this demon,
Oh.
but I need to find out more.
Well,
That's
what
why I
if it
need to
is?
attune to it.
It's not. I seen the inside of my baby's head. It didn't look like demon stuff. It looked like, I mean, it really looked like Took stuff. Like, it was in the tower. He was looking at this weird, like, board that had, like, moving things on it. Probably magic. Had a bunch of ley lines. I mean, in all honesty, it was pretty much like Took and Zu'el, kind of.
Oh.
It wasn't all this.
Okay.
Wait, did you find out all of its secrets?
Oh.
Oh,
I just saw the towers. I saw the rise of the brothers. The thing with the ley lines that I told you about that you copied down, so you and Zu'el could look at that. And then it got some sort of message appeared on the board. It was written in something, but for some reason I could understand it. And whatever my baby was surprised to see it, because apparently it was expecting whoever sent that message to be dead, but they weren't.
I see.
But I don't remember anything after that. That's about when it hurt my head and shunted me out.
Holden, you so smart. You over here trying to tell me you dumb like me. You smart. What a great memory.
Maybe.
Let's just go. We can
Yes.
sit here and talk all day.
Hold on, I want to check one thing. She'll hop off Jax.
Oh my god.
Is there a door?
Oh, hi, Coffee.
No.
What actually is this?
It's an open-ended shrine where once there was probably some altars or something placed, but long since it has faded and been worn away by time and the elements.
Is there any sort of... She's just looking for a memento. Anything she could take?
Oh yeah, it's stone, maybe a piece of gnarled wood.
Okay, she'll take anything that's remotely shiny. Just one.
There's... how about a shard of obsidian?
Beautiful. Squeak!
Oh, yeah, keep that.
Is that the sound?
Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Away from this awful thing.
No, Coffee's telling me to follow her.
Oh. Well,
can talk
I'll be
about
down
it.
there. Moony starts to leave.
You better fly, little bird.
Oh, I wonder if there's anything on the ground after we killed that demon.
There is not.
Okay.
Is your armor spiked?
Correct.
Is your head covered?
Hmm?
Is your head
Technically,
covered?
no.
Okay, good. Then I could at least squeeze your head into my armor. And just squeeze.
Oh, are we hugging now? And he'll hug you back.
Yes. Be careful. You have spiked armor on, and I don't feel like getting impaled.
Aye. It would
Wait
take
a
me 10
second.
minutes to take this off, though, so...
No.
Good job, guys. Well
Keep it on.
emoted.
Hold on. So shrines. Are shrines usually made for a god or whatnot?
They're spiritual, yeah.
Oh. Huh. Would I be able to investigate to see if there's anything that's I guess you could say a statue or an object of worship that might be of worship anyways?
If there was something there, I would have told you it was there. There's not.
Never mind then. Yeah.
Back to hugging. I mean, I did make the sword, but Boldrum said he talked to Onise about it, and Onise made some good points. The stuff was just sitting there gathering dust, so I figured why not. Although about a month afterwards, something in my brain was like, I don't know about that.
You forgot
After
what Vale
Onise.
said, didn't you?
What'd you say?
Do not use the infernal steel for anything.
Oh, Yeah, I did forget that. Oh, didn't she also say not to sell any of the demon stuff?
Yes, I remember, and we touched
Oh.
on that.
Yeah, I forgot that too. I told Took to sell some.
If we can give it to them to study so that way they can make it benign, that would be preferable.
I mean, do we
Please.
still have any of those demon weapons left, or did
I
we give them all
have
to you?
absolutely no idea. We'll have to check
I don't
when we get
remember
home.
either. And this
Are
one
you
didn't
gonna
drop
be okay?
anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, I'm fine.
It doesn't matter. Fine.
I'm just glad Boldrum's okay and that we got Took back.
I don't know if Boldrum's going to ever be okay. And I don't know when Took will ever learn manners. But I'm trying my best to be patient so I don't have to beat them into him.
I mean, yeah, isn't that your whole thing with your rock god and everything?
Yes.
You and Rhea is your patience, be like the stone in the wind, or the ages past. I don't know all this mumbo jumbo. Rhea used to talk a lot about that.
I don't know, but yeah.
Also, at some point, you do need to send that message to Rhea. Tell him we've killed 3 demons now.
I didn't realize we're making it into a competition. But yes.
No, it's not. I just want him to know that we're still out here getting stuff done.
I want him to know how he gave up. It's all his fault.
Maybe he'll come back one day.
Yes.
And then me, him, and Boldrum can hang out in the forge together, all best friends, and forge things together.
Okay, are you guys ready to return?
Yeah, no bad blood between anyone in that group of 3.
Yes,
any
just
reason.
three men in a forge.
Yes, 3 men
doing manly
in
things.
a forge.
And this is
Yes.
my text RP.
Just guys doing stuff, doing things.
5 feet apart.
Because they're not gay.
Mhm. It's not gay when it's in a 3-way.
With the honey in the middle, there's some leeway. Okay. As the party makes their way back down through the mountains, backtracking their way through the mists. Coffee is the... Yes?
I was gonna ask. This isn't the position we were in the mountains where our current token is, right? We're like up in here somewhere
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
right?
it's... Yes.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, if on the way back I had mentioned it to Took, we do want to stop by the geode mine, not to mine, but to have him scan for
So
things. So
that's over here.
No, it's over here.
No,
It's over here.
We're
It's
not
literally
stopping
in
for
this
a
stack
geode
of
mine.
hills right here.
Hey,
We're not stopping.
anyway, if I can continue, please.
Yes.
As you make your way through the mountains, trying to backtrack your way through them, you start to descend down their slopes, the heavy mists impeding all but Coffee, where Coffee is the first to see it. As she pierces through the mists, a throng of black smoke rising up in the distance. As the rest of the party joins her, the edge of the mountain with the path going down, they see it. Throng of black smoke billowing like an open wound in the earth coming from Haikyo. Even from this distance, you could see the flames have spread throughout the city. You could see the fields scorched and fallow. What would you like to do?
Uh-oh.
Move as fast as possible. Move as fast as possible. I
Right.
don't care if I have to leave them behind. I need to check on someone.
Need to pick up the pace, lads. Something's happening to Haikyo.
All right. As the party makes the... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the alchemical wagon. No.
As the party makes their way down the mountainside, eventually they come to a point where they can leave it behind. They will curve to the north. There, on their way to Haikyo, they will pass by their fortress. And I will now load the map for you. It's loaded. Loading everyone into the map.
Copy.
If anyone can't load it, let me know. Here we go.
Waiting for that magical loading bar.
Yes, time to get stuck on 99% for a minute.
Well, I don't mind that. It's just, oh, there it is. 98%.
All right. Let me know when you're loaded.
Ooh. Cool.
Loaded.
Loaded.
I'm zooming in.
Oh, some pretty fireflies.
Waiting for everyone to be loaded.
I'm blind.
I need to fix this. This is gonna make me cringe. There we go. Apparently, I have a doppelganger. And,
Don't worry, I'll clean it up in a second. Just gotta make sure
Thank
everybody's
you.
loaded.
Ready. Kate, look at our giant mounts health bar when they're side by side. 500 HP.
Anybody not loaded?
I'm not loaded yet. Oh, now I'm loaded.
Okay, is there anybody else not loaded? All right. As the party quickens their pace towards their fortress, this is what you see before you.
Oh no.
Nooney's listening for sounds of because they had a whole bunch of tieflings join
The
them.
fortress.
She's listening for sounds of people. Either screams.
As you approach, there is nothing but silence and flame. The smoldering ruins, the flames and smoke being thrown up into the sky. The buildings lie in crumpled masses
no,
as you approach the gate.
no, no, no,
Oh, hi.
no, no.
Gates open.
Mooney's
or
gonna
burned or
actually
something.
slow down. She's gonna be really intentional on how
No,
she
no, no.
approaches.
Where is he? Where
Hey,
is he?
Zu'el, I don't hear nobody.
Hello?
Where is he? Ma!
Hello? Is anybody here? What happened?
Where is Ma?
Hello.
Where is Ma?
As the party enters the fortress, screaming, yelling, trying to find survivors, you will find that there are none. In the back of the fortress, where the forge once stood, there is an enormous black crater. On the sides of it, you can see enormous claw marks etched into the now cursed soil. And at the center of the crater, remnants of blue flame and embers trickle just below the soil's surface. As Coffee flies towards the southern half, searching her home and hovel, she will find no remnant of Menimal. As Boldrum and Holdan approach the forge, they can see that it is gone. Make me investigation checks.
My sheet is not wanting to cooperate.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration to reroll that.
I'd save it for the Arcana check that's coming up.
Okay. Never mind.
That is nowhere near enough. I need to do better.
As the party looks around, trying to find some semblance of survivors, something to recover, they find only the scorched shell of the corpse that once was their fortress. As the party eventually gathers themselves into the back crater, the dominating part of the fortress now, I need everyone present that is trained to make me Arcana checks. Took, you have advantage.
Oh, yeah. Damn. You know what? I'll. Oh, damn. Should I use it?
Somebody got it. That's enough.
Yeah.
Alright, so the party will come to this conclusion as they investigate the crater. The arcane energies suggest that the same curious signature that your machinist forge left behind is also left behind by the strange, scorched ritual circle into the soil below. And as if with a grim realization that the infective qualities of the infernal steel were not just for the weapon's wielder, but to the forge that which birthed it. The semblance of the claw marks are indicative of the first steps of the birthed demon that had risen from your forge, and the destruction that lies before it, the remnants of its wrath, and the true cost of your hubris.
There's another one here. Because of me. Holden just falls to his knees and looks at the demon symbol carved in the remnants of the forge and just sits silently.
As the party lingers from this realization, perception checks.
Mooney's also posted up. She climbed up the stairs at the front of here.
Okay.
She's in full warrior mode. The last time the Shard of Agamemnon was floating around in the air. So she is full staring at the sky, trying to figure out through all the smoke if she sees something.
Well, since you have less sentimental attachment, I'll give you advantage on perception as you are watching the walls.
Okay.
Do I get advantage if it's demon stuff?
Yes. Mooney, as you stand upon the wall, looking outwards, in the very distinct distance, you can hear the sound of screams, no doubt coming from the much larger city of Haikyo, which even from this distance you can tell seems to have suffered the same fate. But there is something else that is curious. A scorch mark in the distance that is burnt through the countryside that seems to lead towards the Weeping Lake. Perhaps a trail that the creature has taken.
She'll come in here. She's now convinced no one's here. Hey! Hey, where'd you guys go?
I
got a trail.
Right, while Moony approaches, I will now give you the result of your check there, Took. You can see that in the sigil left behind by the demon's birth, it has left behind many remnants of what it was. You're able to tell the different pieces of its makeup. It seems to have taken on the form of some kind of construct with a demonic infusion. No doubt feasting upon the natural heart that it has been given by your machinist forge, but also feasting upon the research and supplies that you had left behind. As you study the remnants of the circle, you're able to make out a symbol that you haven't seen before in the demonic language. One to denote a possessed device or construct, which translates roughly from demon to common as an engine of woe.
Engine of woe. All of this for a sword.
Hey! Hey, where you guys at? I found something. Oh. Hey. Where'd they go? Hey!
I don't know, Moony. I don't know anything anymore.
Hey! She'll slap him in the face. It's no time to be hopeless. That time was up on the mountain. Now it's time to act. I'm gonna go find out too. Where they at?
He's right there.
I'm here. What's happening?
Where's everybody else at? I gotta go get them. You stay right here.
I believe Coffee's near where Minima used to be.
Oh, I remember that. She'll come over here. Is it still swampy?
No. The swamp has dried out.
It's all evaporated? Okay, yep. She'll tromp through the charcoal. Hey! She'll take a kinder tone with Coffee. Hey. You find him?
No.
Well, she'll hop off Jax. She's gonna give Coffee a hug. A really big orc hug. Oh, Coffee, we're gonna find him. If you haven't found his body, that means he's around here somewhere.
I don't know if he would hide in the caverns.
We gonna find him, don't you worry. Here, you ride with me. She'll pick up Coffee and bear hug her onto Jack's attack. Come on, Zu'el, we gotta go. We gotta have a meeting. I found something.
Sure.
Come on, let's go. She'll go back to everybody. Oh.
I got you. I'll move Coffee.
My giant dog trying to go through the houses.
Yeah. Fish.
All right. We're team meeting. Hey, where's Holdan? So look at Coffee. You got any way to contact him? Where'd your boys go?
Holdan's at the forge.
To the forge.
Or where it used to be.
Where'd Boldrum go? He was right here. I told him to stay here.
Yeah, he went off forward. There he goes.
Dwarf and stubborn. Well, look. Now, it's the time to act. We don't got time to cry, okay? There's a trail that way. I don't know what the hell came out of here, but where it went is Haikyou. It's where Lord Tai is, and that's a much bigger place. And
Sure.
I can see a trail. It's going to the Weeping Lake. The longer we dawdle here, the more time it has to get away.
Let me just see if I can find my original armor.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Grab what you can, then I think we'll head out.
Is the armor that I used to have still in Haikyuu, or in the States or no?
No. There are no items, weapons, armor. It has all been consumed.
Everything's been destroyed. Even the wagon. Ugh.
We can always build again. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. But there was so much ingredients in the wagon.
I know I like shiny stuff too, but we'll find out. Hey, I'm glad you're back. I know where that thing went, whatever came out of here.
I was just looking for a shield to properly arm myself.
Well, I think if we get to Haikyuu in time, we can... I don't know if I should say the word pillage, but I'm sure we can find stuff that you guys need. I think we're also going to find whatever the hell came out of here.
I'll go get Holden.
Okay, we gotta go. Coffee, you need anything from here?
Holden!
The only thing I need from here,
Holden!
we still have to find.
We'll find him, don't you worry.
We need to
You
leave.
sit up here with me.
Everyone's dead, Took.
Yes.
Everyone's dead because of me. Just like you. But we can
Yes.
bring them back.
Just remember that this is a lesson well learned. Be sure to not be blind to what's in front of you. And be sure to do what must be done. And we need to go and investigate further. We need to find Ty.
I'm just gonna go
Need
ahead
to
and
see if
go
there's
to the
anyone
effects real
else.
quick because it's really slowing everything down. There you go.
Yeah, you're good.
You guys get it. Continue, please.
You're right. I forgot. We need to tell Ty. You're right, Took. We need to go. I at least have one last duty to fulfill before I'm no longer a vassal of Lord Ghaz.
Is my coin still a coin?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, hold there you are. I was looking for you. I know where that thing went. We gotta go. You guys got everything you need?
What thing?
I don't know. Is there anything here you want to take? Any remembrance or something? Because we probably ain't coming back.
You know where the thing went. What thing?
Yep, whatever the hell came out of here. Something came out of here.
Where is it?
That way. Come on, I'll take us there when we're ready.
We need to go.
Well. Alright, Coffee. Zu'el, you take care of her. Alright, I'm gonna
I
go
got
wait
her.
at the gate. You guys meet me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I think everyone's ready. I think we were gathering to venture forth.
Okay.
All right. I'll venture forth, you guys.
Yep. We spent a couple days getting back to Haikyuu from the mountaintop, yeah?
Getting to here, yeah, and then you're on your way
Okay.
back to Haikyuu as well.
Alright, so just go ahead.
Can you
and
show
do
me
a
the
long
global
rest.
map again?
Yeah, I'm
I
about
need to
to
see where
take
the
us there.
Weeping Lake is. Okay, thank you.
I'm about to take us there.
Yay. Let me zoom out. So our fortress is like here-ish, right? And Haikyuu is here. So like a day away,
so
maybe?
it shows that it went down this way, and then out this way.
So just like,
It did an
is there
L.
steaming water? Like, is the water gone from where it walked?
No, but the scorch marks stop at the bank.
Okay.
This is like one of the Great Lakes lake. Like this is like a
Oh, okay, so
miniature
it's an
sea.
Omega Lake.
Yeah.
Okay. So would it have gone through Haikyuu to get to the bank, or are they two separate destinations?
Well, they are technically separated by this channel here, but it went down and then out. So it went.
Okay.
It did the whole thing.
Okay, then she would take him to Haikyuu. Come on, we gotta get to Haikyuu.
Okay.
That's where it went.
So, as the party makes their way to the south, traveling to Haikyuu, a route that they have taken several times, which was normally filled with fields and small shops and inns and residential areas and all sorts of outskirts of a great town like Haikyuu, is now in naught but ruins. Flames and smoke choke the air. The smell of burnt flesh and death can be seen from up ahead. The first of the survivors that you have seen so far begin to appear through the blackened smoke. They move forward, their eyes wide with fear and shock. Those that are not just outright running. They stumble outwards, as if that they are ghosts of themselves. As you speak to one of them, as it happens upon your path, they will only say that Haikyo is lost, that all is lost. As you continue your journey to the south, you finally approach the great walls of Haikyo, in which your liege lord, Lord Tai, holds power. It commands the laws, the respect, and the protection of his people. And what you find instead is not but a pyre of his palace. All around you, the town of Haikyo, a budgeting city in its own right, reduced to ash and flame. Bodies scour the streets. Blood stains the earth. When you finally make your way to the remnants of Lord Tai's estate, you will see that several of his samurai have prostrated themselves before a singular katana placed into the earth, and upon it tied the symbol of the Ho, the clan of fire, the heraldry of Lord Tai. Your liege lord has fallen, and therefore you are no longer vassals of Lord Tai.
Are the samurai alive?
No.
No, they're dead.
When you said prostrated?
Prostrated as in they are bent down in respect, but they have committed seppuku. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So everybody's dead in the city.
Well, the samurai are. His
Okay.
retainers, his closest ones. The town guard and everything are not. They are standing respectfully aside as they are waiting for the appropriate mourning period, and also dealing with the remnants of the survivors. There is one who does stand, although barely, alongside the blade implanted, and you recognize it to be the individual that you met, Lord Tai's friend and ally, who is bereft with grief. And it is only the honor that he holds to the people that Lord Tai once protected that he has not committed seppuku himself. He seeks that they will be given proper passage back. As you approach, he will look at you with eyes welled with tears, and he will speak and beckon for you to come within, as you have much to discuss.
Holden will follow him.
I think we all do. Is anyone not?
I presume everyone's following him, so.
Yeah.
Coffee, do you want to go, or do you want to look for Minimal?
I want to look. I will trust the report you give me.
Well, I'm not letting you go out alone. And so Coffee and Zu'el will fly off and go search for Minimal in
Got
the
it.
area.
Moony Black. All right.
How's the inside look? I was under the impression his palace was
It
burned
is.
to the ground.
You're
So
basically
it's just
walking through.
charcoal remains.
Yeah, charcoal remains,
Okay,
but
okay.
still. I don't
Alright,
have a
tell me.
map for that specifically.
You're fine. She'll follow the man.
I need to be added. I thought I was under someone, but I don't think I'm under anybody.
Oh, let me see. Are you under me? Nope.
There we go.
Oh, he's up there. Moony stands. She doesn't sit this time. She looks ready for war.
Boldrum is dazed, reeling, and about to break.
All right, as everyone takes their way inside, Onisei will sit respectfully to the side of Lord Ty's empty seat, and will then speak outward. It would seem that my dear friend has fallen, and his people now face death and fire. A terrible thing has befallen this land. A terrible evil. I saw it with my own eyes. A creature made of stone and metal and fire. It just ate. Picked people up by the handful. Consumed them, flesh and all. It ate buildings, horses, racks of weapons. It did not matter. The fire and the smell. It was a horrible sight. I have not seen such Akuma of the West. It was not something we were prepared for. Fought alongside him. He had only fled. I had advised him to retreat. He did not listen. Not till his people were safe. And now he is dead. And an ashen kingdom is his reward. For his bravery. His sacrifice. I know not where this creature has come from. And would I give anything that I could hunt down this Akuma and take its life, to send it back to whatever darkness it crawled out of. There is balance in these things. I do not quite understand how the Akuma and the yokai of this world operate. Indeed, I have not even seen the other side. But my people have a saying. The wind always changes. This evil must be faced. And so, you have come before me. His vassals, his warriors. Might I ask, where were you when this attack occurred? Lord Tai had sent word for your aid to couriers that returned into an ashen mess. Were you waylaid? Where were you when your lord died?
Moony will answer before any of them can. We were up in the mountains. We found a ritual circle that a demon, a lord, came out of.
You have found the origin of this creature?
No, that wasn't it.
Not an origin. A brother, perhaps.
It was just a symptom of it.
There seems to be an incursion.
The origin of it came from within.
What do you mean
The
within?
forge.
Moony
What?
frowns and then gives up.
It was my fault.
I can answer for what we were
He'll hold a
facing.
hand up to Took. What do you mean it was your fault? Explain yourselves.
I spoke to you about the Akuma metal, and in my hubris, I asked Holdan to craft a
No.
weapon of it.
And I did.
Onisei will look at you with disgust on his face. You thought to wield Akuma metal without the assistance of a yokai? Or a master?
Yes. It was my folly.
The man looks completely taken aback. You...
That
Why? What possessed you to build such a... Why? Why did you do this?
He pulls out the Astaroth coin and puts it on the table. It creaks and says, I wanted to learn from my lord Astaroth, a god of another land, about the dwarves, to help them beat back the demons, to reclaim what was lost. And in my hubris, it cost me everything.
You gave yourself. It cost you everything. Lord Tai is dead. His people scattered. The arrogance of your ego to say that you have lost everything. Enough. I shall hear no more of it. He'll then pull his katana from his belt and will lay it on the table. If you have any honor to your liege lord, you shall join him in death now.
And I shall. For it's not Boldrum's fault that this happened. Where he might have been taken and possessed by the demon to the north. What happened in this town is my fault. And you're right. I'm the one that should pay for my sins.
As far as I can see, both of you have sinned. Fear not. I possess a tanto for you, small one. He will throw a tanto in front of Holdan and slide the katana over to Boldrum. If you would like, although you are undeserving of it, he will pull out a second katana. I shall be your second. So out of character, being a second means that as you perform seppuku, because it's incredibly painful, he will assist you by killing you.
Okay.
Meaning the removal of your head. So in Glayan society, which follows quite a bit into the heavy Japanese themes, one of them, seppuku, is when a warrior might reclaim his lost honor. And since Onisei is of the north, they follow the very brutal version of this. So, in Onisei's eyes, the only way you maintain any honor at all now is to join your liege lord in his death.
Holden will take the few minutes to start taking off his armor, so that he can actually have an opening to his vitals, and he will take the small sword.
Moony says nothing.
Responsibility for this happening, so I will do as you say.
Onisei will turn his eyes towards Boldrum.
I have already lost the honor of my people. I have no name. This will not reclaim it. I am already dead. I will fight against this creature and die trying, but I will not give up without a fight.
Onisei will narrow his eyes at Boldrum. Cowardice, then. Very well. He will slam the table with his foot, cracking it in twain, knocking the weapons from in front of Boldrum and from Holden's hand. Capture them and sheath them. If you would spit in the traditions of your lord, then you are hereby banished. I will not grant you the honor of a warrior's death. Go! Prove your penance!
He takes the coin
Steps down.
and he says, "Farewell, Onisei."
Holden eyes his weapons for a moment longer, but seeing as how he has them now, Holden will also see his way out.
Moony just sighs. Well, too, come on. Let's go.
There's something important that I must discuss with Onisei. About this demon, Agamemnon. Have you ever heard of this name?
I have not. An Akuma of the West, no doubt. Lord Tai and I were just beginning to get our... He will catch himself. We were making preparations to deal with what he had suspected to come. I had thought that it would be this brass baron that would betray him. I did not think it would be his own liege lords, or his own vassals.
Unfortunately, this
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Agamemnon, only part of him, his arm, was sealed. But it was only just a limb. All that magical power for the seal, just to seal this one limb of this demon. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
She'll pull out the shard of obsidian she took, instead of keeping it as a treasure. The table is broken in two, right?
Yeah.
She'll, if it props up, otherwise she'll just hold out her hand with the shard.
He'll look at it, but not touch it.
I don't know where you and your people are gonna go next, but obsidian was used there to try to keep it back. I hope that helps.
I shall enact the alliance, still yet held by the Duke of Isola. I shall book passage across the Weeping Lake for the remainder of my brother's people. We shall make to Saphira, and I will use what wealth I yet have left, and that remaining within the treasury, to see them back home. As for what this Akuma, Agamemnon, might be, there are greater Akuma within Glaeus. There are those that feed and feast. We have our own, I suppose, greater demon. Except its name, Zotikata. I wish that I had more to tell you, but I am aggrieved, and I have no desire to lend my talents to those undeserving.
I understand.
She'll take off her crown that was just newly made, that's worth about 7,000. And she'll also take her pockets of jewels, everything she's got, and she'll hand it over.
This is to help pay passage for the people. It's the right thing to do.
Onisei will nod and will take his hat and place them in them.
If I had more to give, I would.
He will give a bow.
She'll bow back.
It was a brief pleasure. I'm ready when you are, Duke.
Yes. And one more thing. I have reason to suspect that there may be information within the egg that might have a connection to this demon. I don't know what sort of connection it has, but but there might be one. Do you still have it?
The man will shake his head. Lord Ty had it.
I see. So it is lost then. Would you perhaps, before we leave, have any advice to go up against this greater demon?
Yes. Your comrades have dishonored themselves, tainted their souls, betrayed their kin. Had I the legal right, I would take both of their heads. But there has been enough blood shed upon my dear friends' cities. I wish for them a long life. Long, and their memory sharp and never fading. My advice, fellow Onimetsu, dispose of yourself of such weak comrades. Go. I've had enough of this.
Of course. Took does the bow for the cultural thing, and then leaves. All right, let's go, Moony.
Yep. Dude, that was just sad.
Yes.
I'm glad they told the truth, but I'm also not glad they told the truth. Sometimes it's best to spare people pain.
That is true.
I wonder how long we're going to be paying for the cost of what they've done. We gonna stick with them, or we gonna leave too? What you wanna do?
Well, the one thing I know is that, or at least hoped, they have learned from their mistakes.
Duke,
And they're resolved.
Only just started. It's gonna be a lifetime of learning. Of really
Oh,
the
yes.
ripples of what they did.
Of course. There may be repercussions traveling with them.
Well, Boldrum said he wanted to fix his mistakes. It was the right thing to do, and I agree. It is the
Yes.
right thing to do.
I'm not sure if there's anyone else that can try to find out more about this demon or properly take care of them, especially since there's war on the brink in this continent. We are all we have.
In a certain light, Duke, I suppose the Court of Curses took care of itself. It ain't our problem no more. We got a new problem.
Originally, we would handle the Court of Curses for Elrond. He may still yet have a claim to it. Or at least
I think
have it then. Yeah.
I think everybody here who's got any sense of leadership is more threatened by this demon that's coming, and not the one that, well, those two made.
Yeah.
I think, as much as I hate learning, you want an apprentice? I don't even know what a lord is. I gotta figure all this shit out.
I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
You want an apprentice, Duke? As much as I hate learning, I gotta figure all this out. I didn't even know there were lords in hell.
Yes. We gotta learn more about it.
Ugh. Oh, come on. Let's go find those other two. They're probably off being
Yes.
doing something reckless. Come on, let's go.
Alright. As the party returns to the remnants of Haikyō, Onisei stays true to the promise made to his friend. The next few days, the survivors are gathered. That which can be salvaged is salvaged. Food, water, and other such supplies are gathered within the center of town. It would seem, where once there was quite the population of Haikyō, some 10 to 15,000, if you counted the outskirts, has now been reduced to nothing but approximately 600 townsfolk. They gather in the center of town over the next few days, gathering their supplies, propping each other up. However, what is it that the party chooses to do? And if you have more that you guys want to talk about, I can put you somewhere.
Moony would help
Real-
the people.
Yeah,
She's a
say
person of the people.
Before that, as Holdan and Boldrum were leaving, Holdan would look over to the sword of the remnants of Tai and the samurai beside him. And as him and Boldrum walk out into the streets, Holden's path will steer away from Boldrum's and go over towards the samurai next to Tai. And search around to see if there's any leftover katanas.
Brother. What are you doing, brother?
I'm doing what should be done.
And what of Coffee?
She has you.
She needs you too.
He shakes his head. Oh. All of this, he gestures to the remains of the town. All of this is on me.
It's not you alone, brother. Please, let us make this right together. What we can. Let us stop it, lest it destroy more, lest it claim more lives. Pay it through deed, not your life.
Holden takes the sword, looks at it for a moment, holds it up, but lingers on Boldrum's words. And then after a few moments, he'll drop the sword and stand up straight and just start nodding. You're right. There's one last thing I have to do before I'm done. And that's to fix the wrong that I've made.
Aye, that's a good lad. You are my brother. We'll see this through.
And then he'll drop the sword and continue on the path with Boldrum to meet up with the rest of the group.
I have no other family.
You do not find the egg, Tuke.
Does Moony know you're trying to find it? She's got a theory she'd tell you if you're around her.
He's doing the thing
Yeah.
where he's going into his mind palace.
Okay, she'll go over and do her usual creepy. Sit right next to him and stare straight at his eyes till they open up.
Ah, there's nothing. It's nowhere around here.
Hey, Duke.
Yes?
Onisei said that it consumed everything. So it
Yeah.
probably, ate it.
Yeah. I believe so too. All that knowledge lost.
I don't think it's lost. I think it, went to the hells.
Yes. It is with the demon, but I don't think there's any way to retrieve it from this greater demon, or whatever birthed from the forge.
We can just cut its head off. Wait, how do we kill it and keep its body here? How do we do that?
Well, maybe not to kill him. Just
She'll chew on her
capture,
lips then.
just capture the being. And maybe I can use this ability of mine to peer inside its head.
We gonna trap one?
Yes, but
Why
even
would
then,
that
I
hit
don't
it?
think, as much as I'm proud of how strong my mind is, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to try and directly go into a demon's psyche.
Well, I could tell you the one that possessed me didn't like mine when I was high on those drugs.
Yeah.
That's all I know, though. Probably a bad
Although,
idea,
yes.
but we're in totally new territory for me and my people. We didn't do anything but kill them. And honestly, I never knew that they went back and just regenerated. Feels pretty disheartening to know that.
What do you mean regenerated?
Well, they said that his body went back to the hill, so that stands to reason he can just come on back, right? So what, we grow old and die, but we can't come back? Well, actually, I take that back. I saw you come back. Oh, too. My head hurts.
Well, we don't know if they do go back to their hells or whatnot.
Oh, you think they go somewhere else? What, like on vacation?
Well, I don't know. It's one of the things I want to try and research. Just capture a demon, research on its body.
Maybe we can get something small.
Yes.
I could catch you something small.
Yes, like an imp.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to tell Zu'el I want to read a book. Oh, he's gonna love that.
Well, you can always leave the reading to me.
I don't know how to read. I gotta start there.
Yeah.
Didn't seem important.
She'll flex.
I got these instead.
You are quite strong.
That's right. Now what? Where is everybody? Oh,
We are here.
hey. How you two holding up?
Poorly.
I know what I'm doing
She'll do
next.
something very good aligned. She'll hop.
Hey, come here. Give me a hug.
She'll give Boldrum a hug, and with her giant biceps, she'll scoop Holden in there and do a little three-way hug.
Hey, you two are good people. Just cause there's somebody who don't like you right now,
She'll sum back down.
don't mean you bad people. You made a mistake, and you won't fix the mistake. That means you're good in my eyes,
It won't
and I'll be
bring
by
back.
your side, okay?
It won't bring back the dead, but at least we can prevent more atrocities from being committed.
Look, ain't nothing gonna bring back the dead except for whatever the hell Coffee did to bring Took back from the dead. I haven't figured that one out yet. But hey, it was a massive mistake.
She'll narrow her eyes and look at both of them.
But we already talked about it. I said my piece, and I like what both of you had to say about it. So we gonna go fix it.
Aye.
Whatever that
Step
thing is,
one.
we're gonna destroy it.
Yes. Step one. Boulder needs a new shield, and Took is naked. So we gotta fix that first. Sound good?
Aye.
Oh, so the two of you need to figure
yes.
out how to, not talk about what you did. I know that don't seem right, but that's not something we should tell people.
It was a really nice forge.
Yes, but it ain't
In
ours
that
anymore. We'll make a new one.
For Took's armor and stuff. That's only if he decides to come after this with us.
He's coming, don't you worry. I already talked to him. Also, I'm poor. I gave everything I had to Onisai to help his people. So we're gonna have to find a way to get some money to buy you guys stuff.
I mean, I'm also poor. Everything was in the estate and everything's gone.
I have 713 gold.
Good. I bet
well,
Zu'el's
he's
got a
not
lot of
poor.
money. He's the type of guy who hoards everything in secret. You remind me a lot of Scrooge McDuck, this cartoon I used to watch as a kid.
What's a cartoon?
All right,
Something you do when you're happy.
Hey, stop
What's a
that.
Scrooge
Stop
McDuck?
that.
What'd
I
you
am
wanna
an
say?
aspiring merchant, so maybe I can help with the finances.
Excellent. Now, how do we find those flying fools? I can't fly. What about that bird you got? Bird cat thing. Cup, you're cute.
Right. Hmm.
Well, I can't fly. Only thing here that can fly is,
Well, it's very small. I don't think it's going to be able to pick me up.
But no, he can just go look for him.
Wait, look for who?
That would be an amazing image.
The two people who aren't here.
Oh, I see. I mean, I could always just use my senses to track them down if you want.
I could blow my war horn and they'll hear it.
Oh, his toque tingle.
I don't know if you should blow your war horn in the middle of a town that's recovering. That might give a
Yeah.
wrong
I
impression.
know. I know. It's only a
I can go
suggestion.
find him. It shouldn't be a
Well,
problem.
I'll be here helping the people. Hey, where you guys want to go next? We gotta find a place to start.
All right.
What's across the
and
Weeping Lake?
Let's wait till we reconvene with them.
Okay. Go ahead, you two. Or you two over here. Finish up.
Well, just waiting to see what recasting Find Familiar would do, if anything.
Oh boy! Coffee! As you cast Find Familiar, your spell will fail. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so
I'll give her inspiration. Reroll it.
Oh, so can she inspire it?
no.
Okay.
Come on!
Big money, no whammy.
Come on, Void!
Big numbers!
Yeah.
Better.
Good job.
That a girl.
Okay, with that, after you finish casting the spell, as the spell fails, there is a wave of nausea that goes over you. Your successful saving throw means that you're able to concentrate on that feeling and expand on it. And now I will reveal to you the fate of Manymaw. The vision that you see, as you are still somewhat connected to him, is as follows. You see stone and metal. You see flesh and blood. The churning, twisting despair of a hungry machine. Manymaw, being a hydra, possesses natural regenerative properties, and as such, can survive the sufferings of the Engine of Woe. As such, the demon has swallowed him whole, and now lies within the demon's stomach, churning, bleeding, suffering, and fueling the demon's actions. It is unclear which will happen first. Manymaw's natural regenerative powers will give out, or its minds will break. In either case, your familiar is lost.
Anything, Coffee?
We need to find it.
I mean, we're trying to find him.
That
Wait.
thing swallowed him hole. We need to find it and get him out. And I need you to stop me from killing half of this party. They understood.
So we'll put his hand on her shoulder and then bring her in for a hug. Well, as much as they would deserve it, I'll do my best to stop you. And don't worry, kill whatever it is that came out of that forge.
How can I be patient at a time like this?
There are times when you need to be patient, Coffee, and other times when you have to act quickly.
Can I beat some matters into Took first?
Sure, if it helps you feel better.
Pratt didn't even say thank you. I was just trying to feed him.
Well, thank you for helping me. I know you probably don't get that enough. But really, thank you. Let's go back and find those idiots.
Could you tell them? I'm afraid that if I tell them, I'm going to cast Thunderbolt right into their f***ing faces. Doesn't matter if I love them, I'm so mad.
Well, it's probably because you love them that you're so mad at them right now.
For all the ingenuity of halflings and dwarves. Why? How could they be so stupid?
Well, they tried to take a shortcut. There are no shortcuts when it comes to demons.
Is there shortcuts when it comes to magic either?
Very true. A lot of people try to do it and end up costing
Crispy.
more than what
Foolish.
they expect.
Yeah. We need to hurry. I don't know how long they'll suffer. They'll endure. I can't imagine. I know at least 3 of them are sarcastic enough to not break immediately, but Ricky is such a dick.
We'll get him out of there, Coffee. One way or another. I promise you that. But come on, we need to get back to them, regroup, and figure out where we're gonna go or what we're gonna do.
To track that stupid thing.
Yes, but unfortunately, we have to prepare for that. We don't know what it is,
Stone,
how it
metal,
works,
flame.
and we don't have any kind of equipment to help us. With
Perhaps
the
Took
estate gone
recommended
and
acid.
Haikyo burned to ash, I think our best bet's probably to head back to the crossroads and see what Elrond can aid us with.
And all those adventurers are paid to have their hands tied. How are they going to help us? And
Well,
Elrond, despite all of his great prowess, can only help us so much.
well, he does owe us his life. That's got to be worth something.
I'm not going to enact a life debt on that man. Couldn't do that.
Well, that doesn't mean I
Took
can't.
maybe, but You know, that's just me being a bit of a shit. Even then, you know, I'm not serious.
I think you should be extremely serious about that.
I can't. I don't see the point in lording that over Took. There's no point. Because for all of his foolishness and all of his forgetfulness and all the mayhem he causes, he still contributes, he still tries, and that's all I could ask. Aside from the occasional thank you and I'm sorry for being an asshole and embarrassing you in front of the new girl. That would be just peachy, because I know that I'm not as strong as you lot, but for fuck's sake. Right in front of Moony, and I just wanted to wish him luck on his date.
That's what you were mad about? He called you weak?
He called me physically weak. I was being upset, and I said I wouldn't feed him. I still healed him. I can be grumpy. I'm not as grumpy as you, but I can be grumpy. I didn't feed him. He had to eat the horrible tack ration nonsense.
Black hands, balls, coffee. Yes, you do not have the physical prowess of most of us, but you are extremely powerful. I don't know why you... Never mind. You're already going through enough as is. I'm not going to stack onto it, but...
Still could be funny. Still could distract me, even for just 5 seconds. But yes, let's get over there before I get proper angry and then just say, fuck it, I have long enough range, I'll find them myself. Just, yeah.
Alright. Well, come on, they can't be too far away from the town, or maybe they're back at the what's left of the estate.
My cloud berries. 2 big cloud grapes. I never got to make the wine. I just found out that they resist disease and poison. Damn. A wine. Maybe a good muffin. I'm getting on the line. I'm getting on the line.
The real loss was all that research.
Yes. Tremendously so.
When I have to rewrite everything.
I'm glad I'm paranoid like my father and I keep everything in my knapsack. What if
She'll wave.
Before they arrive, hold on. Before they arrive, Ghaz. Oh, hey, how was I brought back from the dead?
With the elixir of life
thing the Baron gave us, or whatever.
Yes.
You remember that thing, the elixir of life, the brass Baron's man gave us?
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
It had properties similar to that diamond he showed us before, something about renewing the deceased or something. I didn't understand it all, but basically did like that, so we took a shot in the dark and it worked.
It's some pretty potent stuff, too, if you can figure it out. I went from my happy killing place to, well, perfect health.
Yes. Did you bring your diamond with you? Or was it lost with the estate?
It would have been in the estate.
Ah.
I ain't got nothing no more. I gave it all away. Sorry. We'll find another one.
Yes.
I only have one thing to give, and it is my life. I will spend it wisely.
So, Coffee, you taking the shot?
As tempting as it is, I think it's raining pretty hard already.
Well, that's the beauty of nature. It can always rain harder.
When I rain any harder, I'm not going to be able to talk. And I swear if you say a damn word about peace and quiet, I will bap you right here and now.
Says nothing.
Okay. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Okay, and then you guys arrive. Whoop.
Waves. Hey. You find him?
In a sense. Although it's not good.
What do you mean?
Mooney's not an idiot. She just takes one look at Coffee and she'll just go over and stand next to Coffee. She'll also tell Jax to go stand on the other side.
Okay, that's me, not Zu'el. I don't know why I keep saying Zu'el. I'll be right back.
Okay, he just talked, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Well, we couldn't find anything of him. So I had Coffee try recasting the same magic she used to summon it. And unfortunately that failed, but she did get a vision of it. Apparently. Whatever y'all created, it'll kind of grimace at that. It ate him. Whole. And is inside it. Still alive, but only due to the fact that it has natural rejuvenation abilities. But who knows how long that's going to last. So, eventually, Minimal will die. Or it'll go insane.
So you're saying we don't have time to waste?
If we want to try to get it back, not really, no. And I would probably keep your distance from Coffee for a while.
Huh?
Well, y'all did create this thing, and it ate her child.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd be
Also,
pretty
you keep
pissed
saying
too.
Y'all, I'm the one that created it.
Yeah, but it was this moron's idea to make it to begin with. So as I see it, you're both idiots, and you're both to blame.
Hey, you are right.
Yes. Next time,
As always.
if you do want to dabble in demonic stuff, first, just don't. Second, tell me. I know much about this demonic stuff.
I mean,
Speaking of which, how do you know so much about demons, Took?
isn't that both of y'all's whole thing?
Well, I am from the Demon Waste. Well, on the mountainside. Lived with my tribe for a long time. We fought demons. That is what we do.
But that doesn't make you an expert in it. You have to study them, learn from them.
Which I did. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the only asset I have to offer to my tribe is my hunting skills to track them down. So I had to study, I had to try and find out more, just so I can more easily deal with them or help others deal with them. I'm not very strong. I'm not physically apt to, or my martial prowess isn't great. My magical aptitude is, well, extremely limited to nothing. I'm not sure what
you might want to go apologize to Coffee. She's still pretty upset that you called her weak.
But she is.
Just apologize.
And I did apologize. Like, she didn't accept my apology. I don't know what to do.
Just say something like, Coffee, I'm very sorry I called you weak. I know that you are actually very powerful and could call down lightning upon me and burn me to a crisp at a whim. And then prostrate yourself before her. That's the best way to do it.
I'm not going to prostrate myself to anyone.
Oh well, it's your funeral then. But at least say sorry.
But I did. I
Obviously
don't
not very
understand.
well. Women are very fickle, take it from me. I've been married for a long time.
How long?
Huh.
How old are you, Boldrum?
125.
Add on about 200 years to that.
Shocking.
How do you live so long? Damn.
I mean, you
That's-
see him in the fight, and he keeps just getting back up. I'm pretty sure that's how.
It's
Oh,
the blessings of the Lord Hand. As long as I continue to serve, he blesses me with longevity.
I also try to keep the blood in his body.
huh. Right.
But anyway, we gotta do something about these demonic incursions one day, because this is the second one we've had to deal with. And it's getting tiresome.
So this is the
Yes.
fourth.
Well, we have to rearm, re-equip ourselves. To do that, I think it's best to go to Demon's Deep rather than the Lonely Inn. Although,
Well, the
Sure,
Lonely Inn's
well,
gone. And how
well,
do you know what I was planning
well,
on doing?
sorry, what?
How do you know what I was planning on doing?
Oh, you were thinking the same thing.
I
did
was
not.
going to say we go to the crossroads and ask Elrond for help, since he does kind of owe us.
Yeah.
Didn't
I was,
we
And
say
it's,
the
yeah.
thing was heading into the lake? Shouldn't we go to Isola?
Well, that's the
Yes, but-
thing. We need our armor, and
And we don't know anyone in Isola.
that too. I'm not
That's
sure.
where it's
And
headed,
also, the thing wiped out the entire city. Well, maybe it might not be a very big city, but there's armies in it. I don't think we can be of help until at least we have re-equip ourselves with enough material things to be able to help. Or heck, maybe try and get stronger, or at least for you guys to get stronger.
We don't have time for that, Took.
Well,
He said we need to get to it fast.
Then
I just...
the best way to
that's-
do this is to get powerful weapons and armor. The only way that I can see us getting that is either go to Brass Baron, try to
No.
get some money and just buy the equipment, or go to Demon's Deep, of which I prefer.
We don't
Moony
have the
will
time to
hula
go
hoop
all the way
around
up to
Coffee
Demon's Deep. That's
and
almost
keep
a
her
1
arm around
month's
her.
travel from here, Took, especially with the devastation.
And yet
She'll
we're not.
guide Coffee into face the circle, so she's part of the chat.
We talk about where we're going. Well, Duke needs to be not naked. So where do we go for that? I
The
got no money.
crossroads.
Zool, I suspect
They
you got
say
a lot of
the
money.
Crossroads. Took says Demon's Deep. I say if it's not destroyed already, we go to Isola.
I suspect Zool's got the most money out of all of us, so I think, Zool, where can you get the most for your money? If you're contributing, I mean.
Why do you think I have a lot of money?
Because you seem like a guy who has a lot of money.
No.
Look, I'll be flat about it. I've got 72 gold, and that's to my name, and that's it. Everything else of mine was in the estate, and that's gone.
She'll put forward exactly how much she has on a person, 596 gold pieces. She'll get out like a little bag. She's got the master.
Here, this is what I got, 596. What you all got?
About 700, and I will help to get his armor.
If we're sticking together, then we should pool our resources, because we're at the bottom of the barrel right now.
Well, what I have in terms of gold is 1,001.
Oh,
I can try and get our finances in order.
oh my god.
But of course, I'd have to be in a settlement, or
Well, you got
perhaps
competition. I think Coffee's got a lot more money than you do.
perhaps.
Well, think we actually got more than I thought we did. So, who is going to give us the best deals? That's where we should go.
That would probably be Elrond.
She'll look
The
at the rest of
fastest and cheapest way, yes.
Well,
She'll look up a coffee.
what you think you want to go up there? We gotta re-equip to go get your son, Hydra, buddy.
Elrond's the only one I can trust that will likely have the equipment or at least a heading. I don't trust Asola.
All right.
And there is one more thing. We could try and get, or convince the people of Demon's Teeth to try and send a special force to try to take down this demon that came out of the forge.
They're not going to help us, Took.
I don't think we should go to
It
Demon's
takes too
Deep.
long for word to travel.
We got a dwarf
That
here who is
thing
probably
50 of their sons, daughters, and whoever signed up with us. Of course, they're not going to help.
I am exiled. That is for
Yeah, we ain't
certain.
going there. That's a bad idea. So, Elrond. Yeah, I think what you want, Took, is probably another ally who could help us with demon stuff.
Well,
Oh, Zu'el, you're gonna like this. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Hey.
What?
I'm gonna learn how to read. Yeah.
Fascinating.
I thought you would have known how to read.
Nope. What were you gonna say, Took?
I was going to say, well, we could always ask Barahina to see if she can join us to take down this.
No.
She's already gone and went in the other direction.
Well,
We're
yeah,
not
we
going
could
to
always-
Demon's
The
Deep,
crossroads are
Took.
past it by now.
All right, because I
Call it-
believe we need more. I believe we need help on taking this demon, not just us.
Yes, that's why I'm gonna learn how to read. And we need to talk to people,
Yes.
who know demon stuff.
Then let's go to the crossroads.
If we're looking for people, our best bet would be just to plead with people at the crossroads with Elrond. It's
Yeah.
not too far away. It's still near enough the lake so we can figure out where that thing's going. It's either going to Asola or it's walking past through the lake to get back to the mainland. But we have no way of tracking where it's going. If we go to the crossroads, we'll at least be in a position to get back on the lake if it's still there, or to at least get on the road southward to try and cut it off at the next place it's going to be. We need to get to that thing as quickly as possible.
Moony dances around.
I have a horrible question. I don't want to ask this.
Just ask it.
She'll look up a coffee.
Zu'el said you could sense many more. Could you lead us to him? Like, check in on him?
She didn't sense him. She just got a vision from it. She can't follow it like a scent, Moony.
Oh.
And even then, it is a very nauseous endeavor. I don't know if it affects many more when I do it.
Well, don't you worry, pretty lady. I'll do it. I'm a good tracker.
I'm a very good demon tracker, so. I
She
could
also
do
tug
that.
on Boldrum's ear.
Cheer up. We're gonna fix this, okay?
Fine. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It matters. If it didn't matter, you would have killed yourself back there.
What do you mean?
Onise told Holdan and I to give our lives to our lord in exchange for our atrocities.
How barbaric! Why?
Because that is the way of his people. Is the way of Ty's people.
Okay, I rescind my statement.
Yep. So, Boldrum's decided to... Well, it's already what he told us. We're gonna go fix this.
And one more
I
thing.
told Onise that I would give my life to fight the creature, and with or without you.
I'll hold you to that.
As will I.
And one more thing.
What you
In
want,
terms-
Uncle Duke?
In terms for our financial stuff, we could always stop by the geomine, try to get some more resources to sell. That's if you guys want.
Oh. Hey, Duke.
Problem
She'll
with
jiggle
that
her bag
is-
around that has everyone's money but his. Hey, Duke.
None of it would be refined, it'd just be raw materials, and if we don't get a good find, we'd just be wasting our time.
We could always rent out a smith, and you could just refine yourself.
Yeah, I can still
I'm
do
sure
some of
it'll
that
be-
stuff. But, Zu'el,
What?
you gonna contribute
Contribute what?
money? She'll jiggle the bag of money.
I mean, I'm keeping mine with
Necessary.
me. We don't need to gather it all in one place. We're all
We
together.
should know
so-
how much we got together, Duke. And we don't know what Zu'el has.
I
This
see.
ain't no mercenary company, no more contracts don't matter. Come on. How much you got, Zu'el? We're all equal here now.
I don't care. You don't need to know my finances.
I sure do.
Well, that's too bad.
Well, Duke, you hear that? He don't care about you being naked. And Boldrum, he don't want you to get a new weapon.
I mean, I'm not exactly naked, but I can always just finance myself.
You've been running around in your underwear.
What? I still have my clothes on. The only thing that was broken was my armor.
Yeah, your underwear.
Right.
Just don't stare.
Riveting.
All right, come on, Mal. Let's go. I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah.
I'll meet you
All
at
right,
the
then.
crossroads.
Let's go then.
Bye-bye.
All right. And so the party has made their choice, licked their wounds, and will now travel towards Only Inn.
Well, the crossroads, not the lolly.
Well, okay, it's towards it.
Million. 0.2.
Lonely Inn 2,
0.5?
Electric Boogaloo.
Crossroads Fortress.
Yes.
I have no rations.
Moony has some. She'd give you some.
I could always
They
just.
didn't eat them all.
I have.
What, you got something to say to me, Zu'el?
I saw what you were doing up when we were fighting that demon.
Yeah, you see me kill him?
Yeah, about 10 minutes after stuffing your face.
Yeah. That thing made me exhausted. Did you like being in my corner? Hey, you never told me if you like butt stuff.
That's crazy. Anyway. Okay. Survival checks, please.
I will give Took aid.
Another survival check, please. Another survival check, please. Another survival check, please.
Are we going to the geomine, by the way?
I don't think so.
I mean,
That's
that's a
it.
party call. Took says go for it, but depends
Yeah.
on if everyone else wants to stop or not.
Is
I
this
would say no.
is this to get raw resources we could sell?
Yeah.
Well, we could refine it if we rent out a smith.
How much time does it take to stop?
A day.
A day.
Oh,
Hey,
it
I think
depen-
we should get there.
It depends on how much time you spend mining, but yeah.
You guys want to spend a day? I can see what I can get.
That's another day that Minnie Ma is stuck in that thing.
That's
I would
true.
suggest we don't.
I agree with Zu'el.
You think we
Yeah,
can
but-
get strong enough stuff with what we got?
We need
I
the
can't-
resources.
I can't math right how much money we got, guys.
I don't know, I gave it all to you.
I put it in the bag, but Took didn't want us to keep it, so someone do the math.
I'll assume we have close to 3,000.
Coffee at 10 plat. That's a lot more than 3,000.
10 platinum is
10
100.
plants,
gold.
100.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can't math right.
So,
I don't have merchant's kit. I thought it
But
was
I
way
do.
more.
Hey, look, they were shiny, okay? So how much we got? We got enough? If you guys think we got enough, then let's go.
No, we need
We'll
more.
have enough to at least rearm.
Oh, see? I told you Zu'el's got money. Ooh, I bet he's got 5,000 all by himself. Come on, let's go. Sorry, Took.
All right.
Are you texting Arcadum?
My sister just sent me a text for this Thursday. I had to answer it real quick.
Uh-huh.
Alright. So you're gonna go off and go mining then?
Uh-huh,
No.
someone's not paying attention. Ooh!
No, I don't think we are.
No.
Okay. And that's day 3. Right there. Okay. Survival check, please. Survival check. Oh, right. As you start to make your way towards the crossroads, you can see that there is a large concentration of tents around it. It would seem that many of the refugees of the nearby smaller villages and outlier farms ran towards the fortress, having nowhere else really to go. As you approach, you can see that the staff of the fortress are doing what they can to provide protection, food, and shelter to those that have lost their homes and their families. As you approach, you can see that the area has a very tense mood about it. A thin and a thick and palpable despair covered over each of them. Eventually, you make your way through the crowd, and the staff allow you to enter, as you are guests or friends of the owners of the fortress. Okay, and so you make your way back to the fortress, are brought inside, and one of the soldiers on duty will inform you that Elrond is currently in the conference room. Should you wish to speak with him.
Come on, let's go, you guys.
Aye, here you go, Les. Holden will just hand Mooney his gold and he'll wait outside.
Oh,
Oh, no, you don't. Your ass is coming too, boy.
Alright.
well,
Get
Hey.
moving.
Hey.
Go. Don't give him a
should
kick in the pants.
we should get our story straight. What we gonna tell him? What happened?
The truth.
The whole truth, Zu'el.
Yes.
Alright, I'd like to watch you tell the truth. I think I haven't seen it yet. I look forward to this. Come on, Took. This is gonna be good.
She'll follow behind Zu'el to make sure that she gets to watch the whole show.
Where are we going? Oh, up here? Oh, yeah. There we
this
go.
conference room is up here.
There we go. Put it over here.
Alright, as you come around the corner, Elrond will look up, tired, but a smile will light on his face despite himself. Oh, well, there's some nice sights for a sore face. At least that's what I'd say if you had anything but sour faces.
Moony looks cheery. She's delighted at what's about to go down.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
Elrond, nice to see you.
Hi there, girl. I know things are bad, but,
It'll be okay. We're gonna fix it.
I must say I'm relieved to see that you survived. I'd had mixed reports. Well, come on then. Come round the table.
Moony will intentionally make sure she gets to sit across from where Zu'el's sitting so that she gets to watch him.
Oh, I'm standing behind these two chuckle fucks right here.
Okay. She'll sit down with Took, and then she'll just eyes on Zu'el.
Well then. I've heard reports out of Hykio. Apparently the town's lost. And I've also heard that your fortress is. Seeing all of you alive is... Well, I will tell you. It brightens my day. What can I do to help?
We need armaments, Elrond.
Oh, I'll see what we have to spare, but...
Anything will do.
Go on, Zu'el, tell him what happened.
I'll leave it for these two.
Oh, I'd love to get a bit of the direct line. What has happened? I've been hearing that Lord Ty is dead and the demons have run rampant, and then there was that big dark thing that came walking out all made out of fire and steel. How much of it's just panicked people's parables of perchance, and how much of it's true?
All of it's true, Elrond. That monstrosity is my forge.
Your forge?
I meddled with things I shouldn't have, and I made something in my forge. The ramifications of which led to Boldrum being taken possession of by some demonic creature. In an attempt to save him, we left the estate to try and get him back. And when we came back, the forge had uprooted itself and destroyed the entire town. Everything between the estate, the town, and into the lake.
Well, hold on, I'm confused. How? Did you make it? Like, you made it?
I asked him to make a weapon of infernal steel. I bound myself to it, and it took my mind, took me to a place I did not know, and I did unspeakable horrors with it.
You lot was using demon metal. Why the fuck would you do that?
Hubris.
Stupidity, more like.
So you're saying to me that you took this demon metal, you put it in the forge, you made a weapon out of it, and the weapon, which you wielded, pointing to Boldrum, corrupted you, and it corrupted the forge?
He shows his hand. Yes.
When we got back and we looked at the crater of where the forge was, Took noticed some demonic markings. And with the aftermath of everything that happened with the fire and destruction, we knew that it could only have been one thing.
Not to mention, there's a seal up in the mountains to the west. It's gonna break eventually. Took did what he could to close it. We fought this demon, and I believe it's tied to some creature called Agamemnon.
Man will lean back in his chair a little bit, suddenly looking very tired and very old. Be honest, I don't know much what else to say. Feel like I just found out, I can tell by the looks on your face that your guilt's bad enough. You don't need my words pointing out what you already know. If all of this is true, I can't help but ask, well, why? Why did you do it?
I thought that just with a little more, just greed told me with a little more strength, I could pull my people back from the brink and reclaim our forgotten glory for the dwarves. But I was wrong. Horribly wrong.
His gaze will turn to Holdan.
I have no reason. The whims of curiosity and a bad decision. I don't have any inkling of any kind of greater reason beyond just trying it. And because of that, everyone's dead. I was asked to do something and I complied. As simple as that.
Well, I'll not be the one to judge you. Seems to be doing plenty of that yourself. But I can't ignore that. What do you plan to do about it?
Plan to kill
Track
it.
the thing down and try to destroy it. That's why we came here, to get whatever armaments we could get before we set off for it.
Possibly aid if somebody's willing to help.
Oh yeah, Elrond, you know anybody who's a specialist in demons? We need more.
I'll be honest with you. Best specialist in demons I know is him right there. He'll point at Took.
Yeah, Duke's looking for a mentor, I think.
Yes.
Well, at this point, lad, you know more about demons than I ever will. I mean, I could look around the adventurers, but they're all paid up for. Brass
Yeah.
Baron sold to that.
Well, I only start with just the material things. She'll pull out her bag of money of who gave it to her and plop it on the table.
Well, if you need basic armaments, just take your pick. But I don't got any specialty gear. All that's already been bought and sold out and distributed.
There are any adventures around here? Maybe maybe y'all could haggle with them.
You're welcome to try.
Nothing anyway.
You're welcome to try. Maybe you could get something off of them. But I don't have anything specialty quality to give to you. You're welcome to take any basic gear.
Well, Duke, what you looking for?
Well, I am looking for alchemical ingredients. Would you happen to have silver salt, perhaps?
Alright, my boy. I'm out of it.
Ah. Well, then I'll just take a half plate and see if I can scrounge around around the area, see if I can find the ingredients from nature.
And
Just
Boldrum.
Just a heavy shield for me. And maybe some charges for our kits. It would help out a lot.
He'll nod. Take whatever you need from the armory. Look.
Any word from Vale?
Oh, aye. Seems that, before all this happened, Vale done wit and got leave from Lord Ty to go off with, Gabriel to go and find her family or something, some such. There's a good chance she probably doesn't even know what's happened to Lord Ty yet.
Well, if you get any word from her, know of her location, be sure to let her know. She deserves that, at least.
I'll get over it.
I'll send
You
word
should
to
probably
her. I'll send word to her when I can.
You should probably let her know we ain't vassals no more. And, we banished.
Banished?
I don't.
Well, they
Well,
left.
I am.
Not all of us.
Well, those two are, I suppose.
Didn't they all leave on the boat?
I mean, they were preparing to leave. So,
Well, wait, who's leaving?
Whoever was
people
left
of-
in the Haikyo.
The rest
Ty.
of Lord Ty's men,
All of them?
and the civilians.
under the leadership of Onisai. Lord Ty's, I think it was his second in command.
Hell,
There ain't gonna be a Haikyuu no more around.
yeah, it'll be a land. It'll be an unclaimed land. Heck, this might be your chance if you want to make land for yourself, Elrond.
I wouldn't take that.
Lad, I have no interest in being a king or a duke or what the fuck ever they call themselves in Haikyo. I was all well and good enough with me in from before. But it looks like there's gonna be war and apparently demons again. And here I thought I was gonna spend my twilight years getting fat and making terrible wood art.
I like wood too.
In either case, you won't get any judgment from me. You've done enough good by me that I've got no judgment in me. I know you'll make it right, even if it might seem like you can't. You pulled me out of the darkness. Least I could do is do the same for you. The Crossroads Fortress will always be a home to you whenever you need it. I want you to know that.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Elrond.
Elrond.
I don't have a home to return to.
Well,
Moony will pull out her contract that's null and void at this point.
Here you go, Elrond. You can have this back. I don't need it no more. We sticking together because we want to.
he nods and he'll roll that up. Well,
Ugh.
in either case, get you some rest. Grieve, he'll lean in. Remember, the only way through grief is through it. Can't avoid it, can't walk around it. Take the time. Your enemies will be there in a few days from now. Besides, mayhaps I could speak with some of the adventurers and convince them to, maybe part with some of their tertiary gear that they don't really need. It's the best I could do for you.
Oh, that'd be great, Elrond. Thank you.
Aye.
Good. Now, you to have yourself a good meal and some decent rest, and that's a fucking order.
Hey, those boys still out there. I want to go
Will do.
punching.
Oh, I'm sure you go find some lads to roll with. Just no
Oh,
kissing.
excellent. Look, no. Alright, Coffee, gonna be okay. Then you go punch somebody.
No.
Anything I can do? You want to punch people with me?
No, dear. You go have fun.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, you know I'll be punching people.
Unless Elrond needs to make an ungodly amount of food. I have no idea what to do.
Well, I'm hungry.
Well, tell you what, come help me in the kitchen, girl.
I really like those little bun things you make. Those what'd you call
Meal
them?
buns.
Yeah,
Like
with
her-
lots of protein. Like
Yep.
3 taps of meat inside of them.
Elrond, you got a library around here? I got some reading I need to do.
Maybe you could get with some of the wizards. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh,
She'll skitter on
enough.
over.
oh, Elrond.
She'll whisper to him,
Hey.
Hmm.
How much money you think Zu'el got? He won't tell us.
You never ask an old man how much he's got.
That's
Is that
true.
why?
It's like asking a woman her age.
He'll look over at
Azul.
Zu'el. About
How?
1425.
Oh, Elrond, you're the best.
she'll dig her elbow into him.
Oh,
Instead, she'll give an obnoxious wink to Zu'el.
bye, Zu'el.
She'll go find boys to punch.
Alrighty, and that, I'll call the session right there.
Man.
Whoa, dude!
Oh boy!
Oh, man.
Man.
Commit seppuku now!
I was gonna do it.
I didn't want you to.
He even gave me a halfling sword.
That was so cute in a morbid way. Give you this tiny sword.
Yes.
Don't worry, I have a tanto for you.
Fucking racist.
I'd love
No, that's sizes, not
dead
racist.
ass.
He's what, a quarterling, you said?
Half a halfling, so
That's
technically
so cute. Little baby.
Ugh.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, damn.
Nice glaive, Taz.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God, Waymaker. Well, welcome to Club Bad Son. I'll fix it.
Damn.
I will.
Damn. That's
They're so
So painful.
They're almost about to hold hands. That's my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of hands,
dude. You got C3PO'd. Oh man.
Damn.
we did it, Boldrum! We sparked so much joy!
I deserve this.
It's fucking Chaos Dwarf. Let's go.
That's amazing.
I am in there too. Yay!
What did it cost you? Everything.
Everything.
This Took plus finger fire equals LOL. Man.
I hate myself.
Editor's note. They can't fix it. No, dude, that's fucked up. Oh man.
I hope we can fix it.
Good stuff. This really is a great image though. This one from Waymaker. Like, I love this, dude. Well, welcome to Club Bad, son. I'll fix it.
Man,
Oh,
I didn't get exiled. They told them I was dead.
Yeah.
Lol.
Man.
I'm sad Jacome's dead. I was like, oh, now we can get back to the state, and Boldrum and Jacome can become best friends because they're both exiled.
Nah, nope.
No, it's
Now
an
you-
omen of what is to
Now
come.
you gotta wear. Yeah. Now you gotta wear a mask and
my
chain.
God. Alrighty, guys. Good stuff. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.